Grand rising to all you beautiful souls, and may peace truly be unto you. Now, we do know that over the past few weekends, pretty seismic events have occurred in the world of hip hop, right at the top, with Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth performance, in which he performed many of his acclaimed diss tracks addressed particularly to Drake, Drizzy Drake. He's just put the final nail in the coffin of this beef by releasing the music video for the diss song, Not Like Us. And it was massive. I think it had already 5 million views within the first hour of its release. And so this begged the question. It made me wonder, what could Drake do in order to come back from this? What could be Drake's revenge? How could he regain pole position? And in order for us to answer this question, I settled on 3 things that Drake must do to take his revenge. And in order to do this, we must employ the tactics, the brilliance, the theology of the infamous feudal war master, general, philosopher, and author, Sun Wu, better known as Sun Tzu. Now, what does this chipmunk-cheeked, fruity-eyed Chinese general have to do with Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Well, he has everything to do with it. He has everything to do with it. Pay close attention to his philosophies and strategies, and even you may learn a thing or two in this video. Now, one of the things Drake needs to do is to attack when the enemy is in a weakened position. The master Sun Tzu writes, "When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit, and if at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses. Emerge to their surprise." Kendrick Lamar has been on a 3-month run, on a 3-month attack of Drake. At this current moment, he is probably fatigued, tired, exhausted. He thinks the war is won. This is the opportune time to actually begin a counterattack from Drake's camp. Kendrick Lamar devised a similar strategy when Kendrick Lamar released Like That. It came specifically after a long Drake tour. Drake was on tour at the time. Nationwide tour, no, global-wide tour. And so Drake was fatigued and exhausted at that point. And Kendrick Lamar used that moment to strike. Now it is time for Drake to do the same. Kendrick Lamar has given us a wave of oppressive arsenal and attack. He is surely to be weary, and this is an opportune moment for Drake to strike. The second thing Drake should do to take revenge is to mobilize the spirit, the fighting spirit of his forces. One thing that Drake should do in his retaliation is to mobilize and galvanize the country of Canada. Yes, Kendrick Lamar mobilized the East Coast, SoCal, Southern California, the West Coast. Drake should do the same, and he should mobilize the Maple Leaf. and all other remaining Drake fans. Probably you. You're probably a Drake fan. He should utilize you in his strategic attack. He should create an atmosphere of unity and moving as one. He should go to his fans. He should go to his countrymen, his label mates, OVO, and they should strategize an onslaught, an all-out attack on Kendrick Lamar and his contemporaries. Yes. The master Sun Tzu also writes, in the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Which moves us into our third and final strategy, inspired by the master Sun Tzu himself, Chipmunk Cheeks. Drake should utilize all available resources. What do I mean by this? Whatever resource Drake has to his disposal, he should not keep it in the tuck. He should let it out. A, the ghostwriters. He should utilize all his ghostwriters. Everyone needs to pick up a pen and pad and get to writing. There is no room for pride and ego in this one. Drake should go on a run of his best music if he is to have any chance of turning the tide in this beef, because everyone has it that Kendrick Lamar has already won. So all available ghostwriters need to step up. We need to give a raise to all those who write the best material so that we may send it forth to Drake, so that he may send it forth to the airwaves and the radio stations. If I were Drake, I would also try and coerce J. Cole to join him, which will be very difficult, for J. Cole has bowed out, obviously, of this beef. But like I said, utilize all available resources. For the master Sun Tzu writes, finally, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. So there you have it. 3 key and decisive battle tactics that General Drake should and could use to take revenge, to mount his counterattack, his assault on Kendrick Lamar and PG Lang, trying to keep it PG. So there you have it, Tuck Shop Gang. Let me know what you think. What would you do if you were in Drake's shoes? Because it seems like the war has been won and there's nothing he can do. But I said to myself, no, there must be something Drake could do. And I've just given you a concise battle strategy. Please clap your hands for me. I appreciate it. Till the next one, Tuck Shop Gang.